Okay, here we are in the second video of lesson 21, and this is on page 193 in your book. So go ahead and get your book out now and turn to page 193, and you'll see this question number 1. 4 and 26 hundredths divided by 3, and you can see that we're going to use a place value chart. But before we do any of that, I want you to just make an estimate of 4 and 26 hundredths divided by 3 and make that number 1 in Edpuzzle for you. Okay, go ahead and do that now. All right, so now you see that you have your place value chart there in your book, and you're going to use it along with me. But just to make it easier on the video, I'm going to use a place value chart like this. So on your place value chart, go ahead and put in 4 ones, 2 tenths, and 6 hundredths, because that is the number that we're dividing by 3, right? So go ahead and put that in. It'll look just like this: 4 ones, 2 tenths, and 6 hundredths. You can just put the dots. You don't have to put the values, okay? And if you need more time to do that, you can pause the video, but let's get started. We're going to do it here as well as doing the vertical form at the same time, the long division. So I'm going to write the long division over here: 4 and 26 hundredths divided by 3. There we go. Okay, so which one are we going to distribute first? We're going to start with the ones place. So we're distributing the ones, and we're dividing it by 3. So that means I need to make some sections here. You also need to make those sections on your place value chart. Okay, and really have to draw the bottom line there. But now I have 3 sections: 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to distribute my ones. You're going to go ahead and put your ones in there, right? We're dividing by 3, so each of them gets 1. Same thing with our long division here: 4 divided by 3, each one gets 1. We're going to practice doing it like the book has been modeling for you, which is just to go ahead and say this is 1, right? And our decimal point goes straight up when we divide. So 1 times 3 is 3, right? So each of them gets 1. And then we say, well, what is left over? That's our subtraction, right? We divided, we multiplied, now we're going to subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. And we still have our 2 tenths and our 6 hundredths, which we know is also 26 hundredths. Okay, so now we have 1 left, right? And you see that we have this 1 left here. It's going to now go with our tenths. So we're going to have to change it into 10 tenths. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just put the last one up there, 10, and it has been used. So please make sure that you're drawing 10 tenths in there, because now this has become a tenth, right? We've already dealt with it in the ones place. What is left over is coming to the tenths place. So now we have 12 tenths, right? And we have 3 places to take it to. So you might be thinking about 12 divided by 3, right? So now you can see in the long division, we're doing 12, or 1 and 26 hundredths divided by 3, or 126 hundredths divided by 3. But 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4, right? And that's going to be in the tenths place. Okay, so let's do, right, 12 divided by 3. That means each of them is going to get 4. So go ahead and draw 4 in each of yours, as I do 4 in each of mine. Okay, I think I missed bringing one over because it was 10 plus 2, so that is 12. Okay, there we go. And that is 4 each, right? And this should be a 0 here. So 4 times 3, 120. And then we subtract, and all we have left is 6. And you see here, that's what we have left, 6 hundredths. So we're going to divide that. 6 divided by 3, each of them is going to get 2 hundredths, right? So let's get a different color. Oh, I can't write up there. I'm just going to put it right here. 2 hundredths, right? Then 2 times, oops, I didn't mean to clear that. Darn it. 14. Oh, goodness. Yep. 4 and 26 hundredths divided by 3. Okay, so we had 1. I'm not going to recreate the whole thing. I'll just put part of it. And we had 4, oops, 4 tenths. And then we had 2 hundredths, right? And then that made 6. And then we were subtracting 6 hundredths, and that brought us back to 0. Just like you can see that everything has been distributed except for this one that we shared over to the tenths. So it got crossed out. Okay, now remember, our answer is what we have in one of them. Because if I have 4 and 26 hundredths or $4.26 and I'm sharing it with 3 people, the quotient is how much does one person get. So that was 1 and 42 hundredths. You can see right here, 1 and 4 tenths and 2 hundredths. 1 and 42 hundredths. Sorry, that's kind of sloppy, but here's 1, 4, 2. All right, 1 and 42 hundredths. Okay, nice. Is that close to what you were estimating? If I have 4 and I'm dividing it by 3, right? It's going to go in a little bit more than 1 time each, right? I have 4 cookies and 3 people. Each is going to get a little bit more than 1, but not a whole one, right? So you see how it's 1 and 42 hundredths is our answer. Okay, nice job. Let's go back to our book here. And let's look at number 2. It's also on page 193. I think it's right here. There we go. 1 and 72 hundredths divided by 2. So I want you to follow the same steps that we just did. Ask for help if you need it. Fill in 1, 7 tenths, 2 hundredths. Distribute it out with 2, right? Just like we did. Rename if you need to. Give it a shot and write that into your Edpuzzle. That will be question number 2 for this video. Okay? And then I'll see you on the next video. All right? Before we do that, let's watch another funny animal video. Thanks for your hard work. All right. See you in the next